Vitality is our ability to have spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bliss. Some call it paradise. We call it a game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So we're basically doing a part 2 while Black women get sent back to the streets, the Ayesha Curry edition. Yeah, we back on Miss Ayesha Curry because it just hit the news waves just maybe a day ago that they're allegedly in an open relationship. So we're going to share the screen and read a little quick article, and then I will be back with my perspective. So, all right. Steph and Ayesha Curry have an open marriage. Okay, says Steph and Ayesha Curry allegedly have an open marriage like most power couples try to do when the chemistry fades. Ayesha celebrated her husband's NBA milestone after he broke Ray Allen's three-point record this week. 2,974 and counting. Congrats, my baby. I love you so much. You did that. To God be the glory. So proud of you, she wrote on Instagram. Moments later, a tip was sent to IG account Dumois, I guess that's how you say that, calling out Steph and Ayesha for masquerading as a happily married couple when they're really living a lie. Having on good authority that this well-known NBA couple aren't as faithful in love as the social media and image make them out to be. They both have side hookups and flings, but keep it very private to keep up the perfect family image they show to the world. I was shocked to learn they've been together for so long. If you recall, Steph's parents, Sonia and Dale, called it quits after both got tired of their open marriage. Last year, a rumor circulated that Steph and Ayesha were headed to divorce court. We believed it because Ayesha went to great lengths to prove the rumor was false. Most celebrities typically ignore false rumors. Back in September, Ayesha shared photos of their wedding vow renewals on Instagram. And a couple of weeks ago, he surprised me with the most beautiful vow renewal ceremony. He even picked out my dress for me and had it waiting. Our big girl Riley officiated, and Ryan and Cannon walked me through the grass of our backyard. It's everything I've always dreamed of, but didn't know could be possible in this way. A moment I will never forget. I love you. Okay, so it's being reported as a rumor, allegedly. They are in an open marriage. But here's the thing, and this is the lesson that I want average Black women to take from these sorts of celebrity things. Because these women, Ayesha, Sierra, Megan Good, these women have what the lost value system tell you you need to have as a woman for ultimate fulfillment and happiness. And if you don't have these things, you need to be doing anything and everything that you can to get these things. And what are the things? Wealth, a so-called high value man, the bag, beauty, popularity, attention, and not having to really have any mundane or worldly worries at your neck. To be able to live an easy life, a life that doesn't have a whole lot of challenges or struggles or problems, and then you'll be able to be in a position and in a situation where you are able to be the best possible woman that you can become and that you can be. This is a lie, because these women have all of that and they still can't get right. Like, Ayesha has it all, but she unhappy. She's married to a high value. That's not common. It's not gonna be common. Steph Curry, as it stands, is a multi-millionaire star basketball player. Okay? All right? She got stability. She's got popularity by proxy of him. She's got family support. They got all types of extended family and all of that sort of thing. Children, they got money. She's got no mundane worries. She can do what she wants for the most part. Okay? And yet still want to be in the streets, because she couldn't even be quiet about that. Because if you remember, maybe about 2 years ago, this was prior to C-19 and all of that, she was on Red Table Talk with Miss Jada, okay, talking about how she was jealous of Steph having all of this attention from women and outside women and all that kind of stuff, and admitted to being jealous of him and wanting that same type of attention that he gets from women outside of their marriage or whatever, that she wanted that same equivalent in male attention outside of their marriage. And at the time, even though I didn't agree with wanting this extra attention beyond your husband, I tried to have some type of empathy for that. Well, you be married, sometimes you want things, and you don't be quite content, but you should be content, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, she for the streets. And I was trying, that was one of my rare moments where I was trying to see things from a woman's, perspective, how these women be seeing stuff. But the reality is she was for the streets, and she was trying to announce to the world that, look, I want to be from the streets. Because from what I know or have ever read about Ayesha, she was kind of raised as the good girl. She was kind of raised that way. She didn't come from like a broken home and all of that type of stuff. She came from two-parent stability. And this is what I was talking about in the other live stream that I did, about these girls that's been growing up in these two-parent homes where there was stability, where there was family structure, and you still want to be for the streets. Like, I don't understand how you still want to be for the street. What is the lure? There's nothing out there in those streets. Nothing but heartache, pain, misery, and a hard life. That's all that's out there. Broken dreams, broken promises, and loss of hope. That's the only thing in these streets, and I don't understand why y'all don't get that. Y'all will wait right till y'all get in y'all 30s, 40s, you've been married, you've been in stable positions, or you grew up in stability, and then you will run right out there and try to hit the streets like you missing something. Girl, you ain't missing nothing but a bunch of foolishness. And then your little single friends try to make it seem like, it's a party all the time going on. And it's good times had by all the time. And they're not going through misery, and they're not going through trouble, and they're not, lonely and bitter and really wanting the covering of a man. I bet you if Ayesha got single friends, they are so jealous of the fact that she has stability. Like, these chicks be out here running the street, but they be jealous of women that have stability. This is why your single friends try to talk you out your relationship and try to tell you you being stupid and you being this and you being that in your relationship, when they see that you have stability and that you ain't really worried about nothing. And then they try to make their life seem so appealing and so awesome, and they beckoning you and luring you in, like, yeah, girl, you want to come over here, girl. Just like they was trying to congratulate Megan for a divorce. Talking about welcome her back to the streets. I know she free, but what is she free from? What does Ayesha want to be free from? How is it that you want to be free from the covering? And a lot of y'all do not understand what y'all be asking for when y'all be asking for this type of stuff, to be uncovered. That's one of the worst feelings that you could ever feel as a woman, to have been covered for years, since childhood, by your father, and then jump right into basically a marriage with a man that cover you, and to be covered for years, be covered while you have children, covered while you pursue other small things that you want to pursue, open up a business. He done helped her open up little businesses and stuff like that, so she can gain her own independent wealth as well. All of this covering, and then you call yourself get tired of being covered. And then you'll wait till you older because you think it's something out there in the street. You think that you're the better woman on your own without realizing that you're better because of the covering that you received. And that these other women have not received that same amount of covering and they suffer for it. And then you jump your butt out from under the covering that you had with the men in your life, be they your husband, your father, or whomever these men are that love you, that want to protect you, that want to cover you away from the severe harshness and make sure you don't have to experience them things. You ditch the cover and the protection to jump right out there. And then what do you find? You find that there's nothing out there but hardship of various kinds. And you find yourself having to worry about things that you didn't have to worry about before. Take it from me. When I was covered for 20 years, when that man finally passed away and I didn't have no covering, that was one of the worst feelings that I ever could have felt in my life, because I was 40 years old and I didn't understand what I would have to face and what I would have to go through without the covering of my husband anymore. And I didn't have a choice in being uncovered, but y'all have a choice and y'all are choosing to snatch the covering away from y'all and jump out here in these streets and it ain't nothing happen. I hope you get what you're looking for when you jump back out here and find that there's nothing out here and that your single friends was lying. It was all cap. Now you want to try to have an open relationship. That's for the streets. I don't care if that little piece of paper is still valid down there at City Hall. That's being for the street. Because now I guess she get her wish where she can have all of this attention from men outside of her husband. When all you had to do was work on your marriage. Make yourself feel sexy. She done put on a little bit of weight. I mean, Ayesha ain't just fat or anything like that. But, you know, if you feel unsatisfied or you don't feel sexy anymore, you know, you put on 15, 20 pounds over the years, whatever, you got plenty money. Go get a nutritionist. Go get a personal chef. Go get a personal trainer. Lose a little weight. Feel sexy again. Flirt with your husband again. You know what I'm saying? Act like you don't know who he is when he come in. Put on a wig and be somebody else when he come in. And be like, hey, Poppy, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Learn how to put the spice back into your marriage. You work. You put it in. And don't be waiting for everybody to do something for you. And to make your marriage work for you. You got to put in some work for your marriage as well. Or else what's the deal? What are you really doing? You ain't really doing nothing. And if they are in an open relationship now, that's just him trying to save face so they don't have to go down to the divorce court and break their family up because they still got kids that need raising and really send her back to the streets like she want to be in. I bet you anything, if they really are in an open relationship now or whatever, that's the purpose. That's the goal. We got kids, they need raising. Neither one of us was raised up in a broken home like that, and we don't want to put our children through something that we didn't even go through. And it's sad that y'all will get out here, and even if you're not married to a multimillionaire, it's a lot of women out here that had good men, had a good man. You knew he was good. And you played so many games. You played around with that man until you lost him. Until he said, no more, no mas. I don't want to deal with no more of your games. And he send you back to the streets, or you call yourself, you leave him. And then you realize ain't nothing out there for me. Then you want to come back to that guy because now you remember and you recall all of the good that he did, all of the benefit that you couldn't count in money. It was benefit that you couldn't count in $1 that he was giving you. Now you want them benefits again. Now you done been out there and let the streets whoop you. Now you done learned your lesson when you could have had it easy. You could have had it much easier. You go back and then want to be feeling some type of way when he don't want you no more. You had your chance. Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee. And jump down in the comment section and let me know what you think. Okay, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.